Right, I will go over the stuff to do with the chords after demonstrating the new thing here. So, yes, like we talked about yesterday, going to carry over the rhythmic stuff. Definitely recommend practice counting along with it, count out loud. I did something like that at thing I was working on that did not get used with Troy Grady and that metal course that was recorded back in October. I have no idea when it's coming out. But similar type thing, because of where the chords changed within the rhythm. And basically it's the same kind of thing you're doing. Like, I had to say it out loud as I was going. I was going to shoot for 180. I did get it to 180 a couple times, or, a few days of practicing it, but I did drop it down to 160 for what we were going to do, which never got done. I'll end up releasing, cutting room floor material or whatever one of these days after the course is actually put out. Anyway, so yeah, just the more you count along with it, even though it becomes very difficult, the better understanding, the easier the easier it actually will be to play it fast. But yeah, those rhythms are just difficult. They're really damn hard. Alright, let's demo this guy. So yeah, I like doing the down up stroke at the very end there, or the upstroke at the end of bars 2 and 4, because the palm mute goes away. I've always naturally just picked it that way, so it just makes going fast with this particular palm mute pattern easier. Alright, 60 beats per minute. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. $120. 1, 2, 3, 4. $160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. $200. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try 220. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just that little upstroke, man, it really helps get fast. Try 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Anyway. Okay, the notes I had here, let's see. Bar 9, I believe you already took care of. Yes. Alright, bar 14. Right. Alright, so this here, I want you to play it in an open position using all 6 strings. Open position, all 6 strings. Let's see, bar 18. Let's change both of those. Although technically they are correct, let's use the much easier 6-string open chords you have done in the past. Just keep it simple. And bar 23, what do we got here? Alright, so it's not even on screen. There we go. This guy down here. that was definitely a unique way of playing it. And I want you to figure out how to play it down here. So steps to take, and I realize I need to update all those PDFs with the chord theory and whatnot, because after having done this for so many years, I keep looking at ways, trying to think of ways to make it even easier for everybody. Because there are certain steps that have to happen when you run into this sort of thing that's not listed on that PDF. So this is the process I go through here. Same step, same first step no matter what. You identify the third or the flat third. So in this case, flat third. So we can't lower that down to the next note and key because, well, we need negative fret. So I like to try keeping the same amount of strings whenever possible. I feel like it actually keeps it more simple that way. Instead of thinking like throwing away strings or adding strings at the start, like, well, let's just try and keep everything at first and then change things later. So anyway, you identify that flat third. Can't lower it to the next one in key. So the next step is, what note can you place on that string so you can use the string and still stay in that same area? Once you put that note in, then you got to ask the question, well, what note is missing? And where can we place it so that it's very simple? And there is a very simple way of doing it. Just remember, never change the bass note to something other than the root. We're not doing any inversions right now. We're just keeping, if the E is the root note, E needs to be the lowest note. That's what we're going for right now, just to have some kind of, I guess, uniform form? I don't know. Pick a word. My brain's not working today. Yeah, keep it clean. Anyway, and then, so yeah, I want you to, change where you're playing that. And in this one here, I want you to redo this one as well. Thinking of the minimal amount of steps possible, because the way you did it there, like, yeah, it is a way of doing it, but it doesn't demonstrate an understanding of using the smallest amount of steps possible. Because if the idea is to find that flat third and then raise it to the next note and key, that is the easy process there. So you've done, technically you didn't do that. Well, let's just say that. You didn't take the flat third and raise it to the next note and key. You put the 4 somewhere else and then put something on the G string to use it. So I'd like you to redo that one. How about this one? Redo this one too, with the whole simple steps in mind. So hopefully all that makes sense. Certainly re-watch it to hear me stumble over my words again. But yeah, redo these two and that one. And I think that about covers it. Alright. Any questions, let me know. I will see you again next week.